What's up, guys? Today we got a little bit different video. As you guys know that follow the channel, we're big into tools. We love tools. We love purchasing, reviewing, and even talking about tools. A lot of times we overlook the tool store that's right in our backyard, and that's at Napa, and they are offering some super amazing deals in the Real Deals catalog. This is good for the first quarter of 2020. The prices are good to March the 31st. So you guys take a look at this one. Alright, like I explained to you, this is a Real Deals catalog video with a lot of the tools that we got out of the Real Deals. It's pretty much a gigantic tool haul for you guys to look at what we decided that we thought was some of the better deals in the catalog and some of the items that we chose. And if you don't know about the Real Deals catalog, go to your local Napa and ask them, because it is some really good deals. Prime example right here, under dash clipper for 120 bucks or the jack for 200. I personally own this jack and we use it daily in this shop, so I can tell you it's a good jack. It survived Wally. All right, so let's get in here and let's take a look at all these cool tools, and every one of them is in the Real Deals catalog just for you guys. We'll show you the advantages and features and the benefits of them and what we like best about these, and we'll explain to you a little bit about why we chose these items. So you guys, come take a look. Alright guys, so one of the things that I picked up is the transmission jack is to use with a lift. We're really excited. We're waiting on our lift to get here any day, and we're prepared to do some transmission jobs now. And this thing is going to make it a lot easier. This is the 1-ton transmission jack made by Carlyle, and if you got a Real Deals catalog, the first quarter this year they're on sale, and it's a really good price on that. It's on page 51 of the Real Deals if you guys want to check it out. The part number is 7919006, and you can see it's on sale for $980. This jack has a 1-ton capacity. It's 36.8 inches tall all the way down. It lifts a total of 39.2 inches for a final raised height of 76 inches. And like I say, this jack is on sale for $980. It's got a lot of great features I want to discuss with you guys. It's super cool, and it's going to make those challenging jobs a whole lot easier. I know a lot of us, especially here in the South, F-250s has become kind of the normal guy truck here, so that's pretty much what everybody's got. And of course, everybody here hunts, so there's 4-wheel drives. So this thing is going to get a lot of activity. The 1-ton capacity is going to have no sweat, holding up a good F-250 transmission, transfer case, whatever you want to use it for. I mean, a transmission jack has so many uses. It's besides just doing transmission jobs, fuel tanks, you know, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, you can remove these and use it to set a drain pan on if you need to. You can lower a rear end. I mean, you can even raise it up just to hold the drive shaft while you're doing a U-joint or a transmission seal or whatever. The uses of this jack is way greater than just changing transmissions or transfer case. We'll get the camera over here and I'll show you some of the really cool features that I liked over this transmission jack versus some of the others. I know you guys have probably seen the video where we showed the snap-on transmission jack, And I tossed it around about purchasing that one, and when you look at the price versus the features you get, the Carlyle just makes a whole lot more sense to purchase. Super strong jack, it's extremely well made, and we'll go over these features. But you know, Carlyle makes some great jacks. We've got a Carlyle jack that we've had for a long time here in the shop that we've used, and we bought the transmission adapter plate. Like I say, we didn't have a lift. Now that we've got a lift, this thing is going to really speed up productivity. So let's take a look at some of the features that's awesome about this jack. First of all, it's not just a foot pump jack. It does have where you can use it as a pneumatic jack, which is great because, you know, anytime you can use air versus manual, it's a lot better. But the cool thing about this jack, you don't just have to use it as an air jack. You can still pump this jack just like you would any other jack to raise it up. And it's a 2-stage lift on it, so once the big ram extends fully, the secondary ram will start picking up. And it goes a long way. 76 inches is a lot of lift. There you see the secondary ram just come out. I'll extend it all the way up, and then you guys can see with me standing under it just how tall it is. So let me let it back down, or we can get it down here to a more manageable level, and we'll discuss some of the features of it. All right, some of the really good features on this jack. It's completely adjustable. You have a lot of adjustment that you can move this jack. It's got a lot of tilt and angle to it. As you can see, the side to side is great, and the front to back is even better. So this is going to allow you to get in there and adjust it the way you need to, and that way everything lines up like it should. One thing that I really liked about this jack, you have to come in real close to see this. A lot of these jacks will just have like a washer, and when you got pressure on it, that washer wants to bind against the surfaces, and this actually has roller bearings. So when it's got a lot of weight on it, you can see here it's a lot handier. And one of the things I like about this jack, when it's got a lot of weight on it, it's always hard to turn. And we've got another big truck transmission jack where this nut is on the inside here, so you have to use a wrench on it. This one you could actually use a socket or a box end wrench, open end wrench, whatever you want on it. I like that feature a lot on this jack. As you can see, it's a very well made jack. It's good, thick, heavy duty steel. I mean, a 1-ton capacity, we're not ever going to exceed that capacity on anything we're going to be using it for. It's got good heavy duty straps. It's got good anchor points all the way around on it. You know, it's a well-made jack. You can see down here, the bracing that they've got is adjustable. Like I say, this jack weighed, I think it was like right at 213 pounds. And it came, you know, of course on a pallet, and it was in a wooden crate. So you don't have to worry about it being damaged during shipping. They do a really good job with that. And assembly is super easy. You pretty much take it out of the box. This is one unit. This is another unit that's bolted all the way through. As you can see, put that together, throw your bracing on it, and you pretty much got your jack assembled. I do like this handle that's on here, and that's going to allow you to move it around extremely easily. It does have locking casters on it. a lot of times you can't let go with your hand when you're trying to do something. Say you need to drop it down a half an inch. You're trying to keep everything lined up. You know, it'd be hard to reach here. Well, this, you mash a button or mash a pedal and you can see it dropping. Like, oh, I went a little too far. No big deal. Go right back up. Or you can hit the air to raise it up, either one. And it works extremely fast with air. Let me plug it up and I'll show you guys kind of how it works. But the air feature is extremely nice. You just mash a button. And you can tell it's moving pretty good. It's not slow, so that's going to make it even better, because a lot of the jacks that I've looked at that are pneumatic powered are not as fast as this one. This one's pretty speedy. But the features of the jack is extremely nice, and it being on sale for $980 is a really good deal. I feel like for the money, this is the best transmission jack, you know, that was available to us in my area. Everybody's got a Napa. It's a great deal. As you see, like kind of the fine adjustment with your foot, or you can open the big valve and let it go down a whole lot faster. But that is the Carlyle 791-9006 1-ton telescopic transmission jack. All right, guys, one of the cool things that's on sale in the real deals this quarter is the 1-inch drive pneumatic Carlisle Impacts. There's a lot of times we use the 1-inch impact a good bit to remove tires and stuff like that, but we got the big one that's got the long extended anvil. A lot of times we'll need to say take a pinion yoke off, and it's hard to get that big impact gun in there. So we started looking for something with a lot smaller frame that had a lot of power. And when you started pricing all the impacts, we ran across the Carlyle that's on sale in the Real Deals catalog, and here it is. The part number is a 6709. As you see, it's the short anvil pistol grip with a little side grip on the side. But what is awesome about this right here, this one has 2,700 foot breakaway torque, and that's rated at 90 psi. Of course, with the opening size, you're going to need to run at least a 1/2 inch air hose. It's showing here the gun is 10 1/4 inches long, 4.3 inches wide without the side handle, and it's 10 1/2 inches tall. Its average load is 7.5 CFM. So it's going to eat a little bit of air, but you got to look at the power that you're getting. Free spin is 6,000 RPMs in reverse. The maximum torque is 2,000, but the breakaway is what's impressive at 2,700 foot-pounds. So this is on sale on page 25 of the first quarter Real Deal for $700. As you can see, here's the gun, and there's the one that we have here, $700. And let's look at some of the features that's on this gun. All right, guys, like I explained, we was looking for something more compact, and this right here is about the smallest 1-inch gun that you're going to find that has the power that this gun has. One of the features that I really like about it, a lot of the times, or most of the time, you should be wearing gloves when you're using one of these impacts, just for the the chance of an impact socket breaking under the tremendous amount of torque that this thing puts out. And this feature is really nice to allow you to change directions as well as the speed of the gun. It's easy to get in there. I have a 3/4 inch impact that has the slide on the back, and I'm not as big a fan of it as I am this. There's no chance that you're going to bump that when you're working on something. And once you take the handle off, it's really small, you know, it's about 4 inches wide, I think, you know, to get in places. I do like it with a handle on it because, I mean, it is a 1-inch impact, so it is going to be pretty heavy. It's going to have some heft to it. But as you can see, it's a very, very nice impact. We'll be doing some tests on this and also some videos where we're using this in the future. So just take a look for them to come out, because we've had jobs where this thing would have saved the day, where we wouldn't have had to use a lot of heat on it and then struggle to get a larger impact in there. And this is going to fit in there and allow us to get into a lot tighter spaces than what we had previously. All right, another one of the things that I picked up out of the Napa Real Deal catalog is the Carlyle. They call it a trolley. We call it a do-nothing stool here at the shop. As you can see, it's a nice one. It's got a padded backrest on it. The entire thing is powder coated, other than the blue vinyl, of course. It's got a removable tray, which is nice. That way you can clean it out once it gets greasy, nasty, and dirty. I did like that feature a lot about this. It rolls really well. It's got some really nice casters on it. That's in the Real Deals catalog on page number 46. The item number is 8151340, and it's $175. I think it's 18 inches at the seat tall, 30 inches at the top backrest tall, and it's 15 inches wide. But you guys can see the padding that's on this thing. It's 3 inches thick, and it's sort of like a memory foam type pad. It kind of cradles you a lot. It's a really comfortable seat. We've got another seat that Bill purchased off the Snap-on truck, and it was like $350. And we all thought it was the bee's knees because it's got a little bar that kind of cradles the lower part of your back. And we pretty much all fight over it here at the shop. So when we was looking for a seat, I definitely wanted one with a backrest on it. And you can see this one's got a nice padded backrest, and it is extremely comfortable. So I'm sure shop productivity has just drastically went down with this. But it is going to make doing brake jobs a whole lot easier. You know, the advantages of having a seat when you can sit down to work on something is phenomenal. We all do a lot of wheel seals, wheel bearings and stuff here at the shop, and it's nice to be able to sit down and do that work. And this is gonna come in really handy. And at $175, you could buy 2 of these versus the one that we thought was a better seat at the time. But it's extremely nice. All right, guys, we all joke about losing 10mm sockets all the time. You know, it's kind of a running joke between all mechanics. One thing a lot of people kind of overlook or forget, we all know Napa for buying our parts from. You know, there's a Napa pretty much everywhere, and most shops use Napa because of the programs that they have through the Auto Care Center or the Truck Care Center. And you know, the prices are great that Napa offers, but one of the things a lot of people overlook when they think about tools in a professional shop, they often forget about Carlyle. But I have a set of Carlyle wrenches that I've been using for a long time. We'll show you these in another video when I show some other stuff that I purchased from Napa through the Carlyle line. But the Real Deals catalog is many times forgotten about too. Maybe the shop owner doesn't pass that along to the technicians that work in the shop, but it's a great savings on tools when you need them. For a prime example, right here is the 10mm master set, if you want to call it. It's on page 37 in the Real Deal catalog. You can see it is 10 pieces of 10mm sockets right there, 3/8, 3/8 and quarter. And it's on sale for $24.99. So you can get the whole set less than what you would probably pay for a 1/4-inch drive socket off the Snap-on truck. So right here is 10 pieces of 10mm goodness for you for a whole $24.99. Let me get this thing open and I'll show it to you. The part number on this kit is SS143 8010M. It's a repeat of each other, 3/8 and quarter. So you have a 3/8 and quarter universal socket, a 3/8 and quarter deep socket, 3/8 and quarter semi-deep socket, 3/8 and quarter shallow, and a 3/8 and quarter impact socket. And it's all on the same rail. So, you know, that's a really good deal. If you look at the totality of it, that's $2.49 a socket. So you guys have lost 10mm sockets, there's no need to worry. Napa and her buddies at Carlisle have got it figured out. You can have a whole rail for a fraction of the cost. You can buy this entire set probably for one impact socket on the Snap-on truck or the Matco truck. So it's a really nice set. Like I say, it's on page 37 of the Real Deals flyer. So guys, be sure to take a look at those flyers because it can save you a lot of money. All right guys, another one of the Carlisle tools that I picked up, and these are really, really neat. It's not going to be something you're going to use every day, but when you need them, they're going to come in handy. They are the Slimline double open-end wrenches. And we'll get the camera in here and I'll show you how thin these wrenches are. Now my daily driver wrenches are the Carlyle. You see this is a 19mm. Look at the difference of that. Really, really, really thin wrenches. The sets, of course this is the metric and this is the standard. And you may say, why have you got a metric and a standard? Everything's metric now. Not really. A lot of the suspension parts are still, you know, the standard sizing, as well as a lot of the hydraulic line are standard size. So let's run over the sizes that they have in these, because it is a large variety of sizes that come in this set. It's a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It skips a 23, 24, 27, 30, and 32. 9 wrenches will give you 18 different sizes. And on the standard set, it starts at 3/8, 7/16, half, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4, 13/16, 7/8, 15/16, 1 inch, 1 1/16, 1 1/8, and 1 1/4. So that's going to get you all the way up to 1 1/4 inch. And look how thin that is. So jam nuts, half nuts, all of that is going to come into a huge awakening the next time we can't get a regular wrench in there, but we can stick that in there. A lot of the transmission parts and stuff, you know, you need some thinner wrenches to access some of the parts that's in the more compact vehicles that we have now, and these are going to come in really handy. Let me get the part numbers and we'll run over the prices real quick for you. The metric set, like I say, it is a 9-piece set, which is a total of 18 different wrenches. That part number is LTS W9M, and it is $146.99. The standard set is going to be LTSW7, and that is a 7-piece set that's going to get you 14 different wrenches. And the price of it is $125.99. You know, each one of these are going to be a specialty wrench. And if you can look right here, it clearly explains low torque only. So this is not going to be a wrench that you need to get and start breaking a bunch of bolts loose. It's not made to take 100 foot-pounds in here. You know, this is going to be for getting in there and getting those jam nuts loose, you know, special application stuff. These do have a lifetime warranty, so if you do spread one of them, you can take it back to your local Napa and you'll have another one. You can't hardly beat Carlisle's warranty and their reputation for that matter. They make some excellent tools. Like I say, this is the set that I use daily. It's in my roll cart. I do have snap-on wrenches. I do have snap-on ratcheting wrenches. I don't own a set of snap-on metric wrenches. Why is that? Because when I bought the Carlyle, I didn't need to buy anything else. They've held up well. I've not broken one. I've not damaged one. The teeth's held up inside them extremely well. And you can see, if we can get the camera over here, this wrench has had some use. You can see the wire that's on it, but the teeth's still holding fine. There's no need to upgrade. It's got a lifetime warranty. I'm satisfied with them. They feel good in your hand, so why look for anything else? But this is what the slim lines look like. They're extremely thin. Like I say, when you need them, they're going to be super handy. It's kind of like one of those deals with an extraction set. You hope you don't have to use them, but you got them if you need them. All right, one of the cool things I picked up, everybody likes to get something free, and Carlisle has hooked us up with that. They have a BOGO. You buy one, you get one. Can't really beat that. These are the mini die grinders. They're the 1/4 inch grinders, of course the right angle and the straight. Both of them for a whopping $54.99. You just can't beat that. Like I say, it's a buy one, get one free. You may have to talk to your local Napa about it. That part number is 62613. I've had really bad luck with die grinders in the past. It seems like the head always wears out in them. So I'm curious to see how the Carlisles are going to hold up. We use them mainly for roll-lock pads, especially the 90 degree. We use it with a roll-lock pad. We clean surfaces all the time with it, so it gets a lot of run time. The straight ones, we mainly use those with a cut-off wheel on it. We pretty much use it like a pneumatic Dremel, if you will, around here. We do put a good bit of miles on die grinders. We do a little bit of light fabrication work. We're always having to cut diamond plate. We're always having to cut, like 1 and 2 inch angle iron, because we will fab up some stuff to get whatever we need done here in the shop. When we built our service truck, we built a secondary air tank, and we cut pretty much every piece of steel that was in the bracket and the housing of the air tank with an angle grinder, a die grinder, excuse me. And we converted a horizontal tank compressor to upright compressor, and we used pretty much took 2 compressors and made one, and we cut all of that metal with one of these. So we do a lot of fine cutting with this, as far as cutting holes, trimming off edges, cutting off a 45 on one piece where everything will fit together. So I'm definitely going to be putting these through the ringer. But what's impressive, Carlisle not only gives you one for free, they give you a 2-year warranty on it. So that is a blessing in disguise. So I know for at least 2 years you don't have to worry about buying another grinder. They got them covered. But you can't really beat that for pretty much 55 bucks. All right, guys, so that's our video this week. Hopefully you liked it. If you're not familiar with Napa Real Deals, be sure to go check them out online at realdeals.napaecatalog.com. Check the links down in the description. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and click that subscribe button. And we will catch you guys next time. Y'all have a great one.